Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever looked at a pile of electronic parts, wires, and screws and thought, could I turn this chaos into something awesome? Well, today we're doing exactly that. We're going from a bunch of random components to building a fully functional, custom-made RC car from scratch. It might look intimidating, but I promise, with a little patience and a few simple tools, you'll be amazed at what you can create. So, clear off your workbench, grab your soldering iron, and let's turn this pile of parts into a legendary speed machine. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about the heart of our RC car, the chassis. I've designed this one to be super simple, yet incredibly sturdy. We're using a lightweight acrylic sheet that you can easily cut to size. I've got the template linked in the description below, so you can print it out and trace it directly onto your material. Once you've got your shape traced, we'll carefully cut it out. A small handsaw or a Dremel tool works perfectly for this. Remember to wear safety glasses. After cutting, give the edges a quick sand to make them nice and smooth. This will be the foundation for everything we're about to build, so taking your time here is key. Next up, we need to get our motors mounted. These two little DC motors are what will give our car its power. We're going to attach them to the rear of the chassis using these small brackets and some M3 screws. Make sure they're aligned perfectly straight. If they're crooked, your car will veer off to one side. A little trick is to use a ruler to ensure they are parallel to the sides of the chassis. Once they're in place, tighten the screws, but don't over-tighten, as you could crack the acrylic. Now we can slide the wheels onto the motor shafts. They should just press on snugly. Look at that, we already have a rolling chassis. Now, for the brains of the operation, the electronics. This looks like the most complicated part, but we'll take it one step at a time. Here we have our receiver, an Arduino Nano, a motor driver, and a battery. The Arduino will be our microcontroller, taking signals from the remote and telling the motors what to do. The motor driver is essential because the Arduino can't provide enough power to run the motors directly. It acts as a bridge between the Arduino and the motors. We'll start by soldering some wires to our motors. Red for positive, black for negative. Then we'll connect these wires to the output terminals on the motor driver. With the motors wired up, let's connect the motor driver to our Arduino. We need to connect the input pins on the driver to a few of the digital pins on the Arduino. I'm using pins 5, 6, 9, and 10. This setup allows us to control the speed and direction of each motor independently, which is how we'll steer the car. It's like how a tank steers by running its tracks at different speeds. We'll also connect the Arduino's power and ground pins to the motor driver. Check the wiring diagram in the description to make sure you get all the connections right. A clean soldering job here will prevent a lot of headaches later. Okay, let's power this thing up. We're using a 7.4 volt LiPo battery. These are powerful, so always handle them with care. We'll connect the battery to the power input on our motor driver. Most drivers have a voltage regulator that will also safely power our Arduino, which is super convenient. To control our car, we'll use this simple 2.4 GHz receiver. It connects to another set of pins on the Arduino. This little guy will listen for signals from our handheld transmitter. Once all the electronics are connected, it's a good idea to use some double-sided tape or hot glue to secure everything neatly onto the chassis. A tidy build is a happy build. We're not done with the front wheels yet. For steering, we need a servo motor. This servo will be connected to a simple steering linkage Ivy put together with some more acrylic pieces and a few small screws. The servo gets mounted at the front of the chassis, and its arm will push and pull the steering assembly, turning the front wheels left and right. Just like the other components, we'll connect the servo's 3 wires power ground and signal to the appropriate pins on our Arduino. Now we have power, rear-wheel drive, and front-wheel steering. It's really starting to look like a car. But before we hit the road, we have one final crucial step: the code. I've already written the Arduino sketch for you, which you can download from the link in the description. This code reads the signals from our radio receiver, translates them into commands, and then tells the motor driver and the servo what to do. It's the magic that brings our creation to life. You'll need the Arduino IDE, which is a free software, to upload the code to your Arduino Nano. Just plug it into your computer with a USB cable. Select the right board and port, and hit upload. If everything is wired correctly, you should see a little light on the Arduino blink, and we'll be ready for our first test. Alright? The moment of truth. Let's put this thing on the ground. I've got my transmitter here. Let's slowly push the throttle forward and it moves. Look at that. Forward, reverse, steering left, steering right, everything is working perfectly. The speed is fantastic and the steering is really responsive. It's so satisfying to see something you built with your own hands come to life like this. From a messy pile of parts to a fully functioning RC car. Now, this is just the beginning. You can customize this design in so many ways: add a custom body shell, upgrade the motors, put on bigger tires, or even add some LED lights. The possibilities are endless. And that's a wrap. We successfully built a DIY RC car from scratch. I hope this tutorial has shown you that with a bit of guidance, you can tackle projects that seem complex and create something truly unique and fun. All the parts, tools, and code are linked in the description box below if you want to build your own. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more DIY projects like this one, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next build. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.